Recording is on.
Hey, let's go.
It's on.
What's going on, guys?
Man, those Cato posters are.
Yeah, and some of them are pretty good, like threads and stuff. So I don't
I
know.
love it.
Yeah, it's interesting. I need to look a little more into it. Not really looked at it, but I'm assuming if to get included on their platform, you probably have to pay or something. But maybe we can work something out. I'll see what I
Yeah,
can find.
let's dig in, man. Like, if today's any example of what could be pretty
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, cool. Yeah, I'll look into it and see what I can find.
I got a ton of followers today just from
Oh,
people posting.
Yeah. So actually, it was kind of funny. It was actually after Pattern, we did the that Decentraland event with Billions. Like, I guess Billions got listed on the Kaido platform, and like this kind of pudgy KOL type guy, I guess, is involved with it, and he tagged me because I guess it was around that time, so I had put Billions, in a post and at the Decentraland event, and then like all these like people started following me, and like they're all like have like Kano and Kaido or whatever it's called, and their profiles and stuff, and so it's kind of interesting network effect, I guess. They have going on, whether
It just
it's
makes me think of
worth
like
it or
a
not.
Cato Kalin every time I see
Yeah, yeah, right.
Not Cato Kalin.
it.
Why are we talking about him?
It's like the social fi that hangs out in your pool house. I love it. Cool. Well, we're 2 minutes in. Might as well kick it off. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Back Community Call for Tuesday, August 19th, 2025. Hope you all are doing well. Thanks for making it on the call today. Lots of stuff going on. Kind of been out. We were at a golf tournament last week in Pasadena that Brave was sponsoring, and we met up with a bunch of cool folks there. And then the week prior, we were at Rare Evo. It was pretty great. But yeah, I think I'll hand it off to Jenny to do the updates. How are you doing, Jenny?
I am doing well. How are you?
I am doing well as well.
Great. Speaking of Cato Kalin, if anyone is interested, there's a podcast called You're Wrong About, and they did a really interesting and funny 10-part episode breakdown of the O.J. Simpson trial, and there were like 3 or 4 episodes dedicated solely to Cato Kalin.
Oh my God.
It's great. It's just great. The hosts are great. Their banter's great. The humor's great. I mean, the story's not great, but it's history. So
Yeah.
I recommend.
I remember like I think I was watching the movie that they made, or the series. I think it was on Netflix or FX or something, where it was all about that, and I kept having flashbacks when they did the slow motion pursuit. With
the Bronco chase.
Bronco. Yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw that one too. But it was good.
What a time.
John Travolta was like Robert Shapiro or something. It was the most ridiculous casting decision then.
Oh my God. Okay, hang on a second. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my tabs here so I don't lose anything. Oh, and I lost something. Hang on a second.
Oops.
Sorry, everyone. Uh-oh. Hang on. Where did my deck go? Oh, too many tabs. Okay, give me a second. Sorry about this.
All good.
Show's canceled today, folks. See you next week.
Nice seeing you. See you in a week.
Same bad time, same bad place.
Exactly. Bat cave today.
Yeah, how's that all finished up now, or
Almost. Just need a chair that's comfortable. I have one more sound panel, like sound dampening panel I'm putting up, but the rest
That's
is
awesome.
good.
Awesome.
Very
Yeah,
exciting.
man.
Okay, sorry about that, everyone. We're back, and we're going to get through this quickly because I know we have Christopher on the call today to talk about self-custody on Solana, and I'm sure y'all have questions. So let's run through this deck, shall we? Okay, so this week on Bat X Spaces, which is now called The Brave Show, our discussion topic is what if ads actually helped you? And our guest panelists are Gage, Presearch, and Indy. And next Friday, August 29th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, the topic will be paywalls. Please go away with IOPN, XRocket, and Zipdo. Every week, we host these on Attention Token X, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. Join us there. And if you miss it, the shows are always recorded.
And I came across a paywall the other day. So annoying. Gosh, I thought those were things of past.
Yeah, they
God.
are such a pain, aren't they?
Super.
Somebody sends you an article, like a news article, and you click in and you're like, oh.
Yeah, exactly. The worst.
Yeah. Brutal. Okay. Sorry, continuing. Okay, everybody here already knows, so I won't harp on it for too long, but we are sponsoring alongside Bonk and Soulflare Moonwalk for Water, which is a big campaign or a series of step challenges hosted by Moonwalk Fitness this month in support of Team Water, the massive campaign led by Mr. Beast and other major influencers for WaterAid, which is an organization that works to provide clean drinking water to underserved communities around the world. So we are sponsoring the bonus prize pool for this event, meaning that if you participate and you hit your daily step count, at the end of each weekly challenge, there is a prize pool to be split among people who also met their fitness goals for the week. So that is where our sponsorship or the money that we sponsored comes in. We sponsored Bat on Solana, but Moonwalk Fitness will be distributing USDC just for simplicity. And yeah, there are 2 weeks worth of challenges left. The first of the 2 started yesterday, or the deadline to register was yesterday, August 18th, Monday. So if you haven't signed up for that one, it's too late, but you can still sign up for game 4, which is the last game in the series, starting next Monday, August 25th. And you have until the end of the day on Monday, August 25th, your time zone, to sign up for the game. Super easy. I'll show you the steps on the next slide. But hopefully many of you have already participated in Moonwalk Fitness events with us. You already know the drill. But basically for this event, a 10 USDC deposit or donation, I should say donation, is required. Usually the 10 USDC is a deposit, which you actually get back at the end of the game if you reach your goals. Plus you get a share of the prize pool. But this time the 10 USDC is a donation to WaterAid, so you won't get that back. But if you hit your daily step goals, you will split the prize pool along with everybody else. And I may remind you that we had Caitlin from Moonwalk Fitness on last week on the community call, and she was sharing that every $10 donation equals clean water for about 10 people for a year through WaterAid. So, you might not think that the $10 donation goes a long way, but it actually does go a very long way. I guess the other thing I'll mention is if you don't want to step, if you don't want to walk, you can also just download the app, sign up, make the donation, and not participate in the challenge. But of course, once you're there and you're already signed up, you might as well walk. And you can connect your fitness tracker of choice to the Moonwalk Fitness platform. You can use your Apple Watch, your Fitbit, Google Fitness, or even your phone as a pedometer, as long as you keep it on you. Me and the team use our Apple Watches. So it's very easy. It's fun. We're all doing it together. And like I said, this Team Water initiative is like a huge campaign headed by Mr. Beast and Mark Rober. And, they've got their communities involved, their fans, their subscribers. It's a huge thing. And we're happy to be supporting that campaign through Moonwalk for Water with Moonwalk Fitness. Okay, and I'm going to play you this video from Mr. Beast where he talks a little bit about the Team Water campaign and the results so far.
Guys, we just crossed the $30 million mark for Team Water.
$30 million. We are 3/4 of the way there.
You're so close to hitting our goal of $40 million to give 2 million people clean water for decades.
We cannot let up on the gas now.
Here, if you haven't already, donate. Tell people to donate.
Teamwater.org.
So there you have it. You can go straight to teamwater.org or visit
Guys,
WaterAid's website directly and donate straight to them, or you can do the donation through the Moonwalk Fitness Moonwalk for Water Challenge, where you also have an opportunity to win some crypto rewards. So if you do want to join the next Moonwalk for Water Games starting next Monday, you can sign up at moonwalk.fit, or you can get the Moonwalk Fitness app. I think it's available on all platforms. Once you have the app, just search for the Team Water group. You can join for free. And then in the games tab, you just select game 4 to join that one. Or you can search by game code, and the game code here is up on the slide. I'll share it in the chat as well. And from there, you can make your 10 USDC donation. And then all you have to do is hit the daily step goal to qualify for prizes at the week's end. And your donation's already sent off. You've already done the work to support WaterAid. So would definitely hope to see folks here participating. I know I'll be doing the next one. Hopefully the team will as well. And we'll be tweeting details about all this too, in case, these slides aren't up for very long. All right. Battern, over to you. Can anyone hear Adam?
Hello.
You got to unmute to be turned.
Okay. Battern, you are hosting the stream, I think, so there might be some...
I just heard him a second ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, are you there?
I can't hear him at all.
Battern.
Swimming is trying to find the right tab.
Yeah, you can speak. You don't have to raise.
He's got
your
his
hand.
hands up. He's trying.
He's typing.
The Pelican, it's not very easy to operate the keyboard and when you got the wings,
Nor the wings nor the feet.
Webbed feet. Yeah, it's kind of tough.
Just join from mobile, Battern. You can.
All right, so Ambassadors Season 5 kicking off on September the 5th.
I almost did that. Why don't we hop and then then come back?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's move forward and we'll jump back. Okay, Drew.
All right. So yeah, just a few, just updates that we got. So yeah, as we all know, the self-custody stuff rolled out last week. And so we got a lot of, good social media and people asking and looking into it. So super excited about that. And I made sure to share with some of the kind of Solana news sites that are on. So I, put air quotes there on that Solana news sites. Just some accounts that post Solana news and things like that. And so they all kind of jumped in on that and posted. As you can see here, each of those got about 150,000 views. I know the DGen News posted it as well, and so it's good to see kind of the more crypto side. I mean, because a lot of times we get the traditional news sites or tech news sites that will share posts from Brave and things like that. So it's good to kind of see some of the Web3 and crypto sites sharing that as well. So, and then there's been a lot of interest in the Discord, and just questions and interest in overall in general on that. So glad that Christopher is here and can share and answer some questions as well. So looking forward to that as well. So the stats on the Guano site, it's about the same. It's pretty flat on the number of bat that's been locked up or staked, but the number of stakers, baked beans joined the call. But the number of stakers went up by about like 15 or so, I think it was. So it's kind of cool to see, a bunch of new people joining the locking up their bat on Solana. So it's good to see. And then I think Stan and Dragon Dave are here gonna share some stuff too. But you may have seen a bunch of guano roasting and posts on the Twitter feeds. You maybe didn't, but there was a campaign that they did with a bandit, I think, and there was people were making videos and threads, and it was good stuff, good fun stuff. I'm sure they can share more about that. And then also there's a vote going on right now on what they're going to do with the bat earned from the locked liquidity pool. I think Dragon Dave will share more about that. And then like Luke said earlier, there's been a lot of engagement and posts around Brave and Bat and just everything about it, whether it's the search APIs or Leo and all kinds of stuff. So it's kind of cool to see people picking that up and sharing and reposting and those kind of things. So, but I wish I forgot that Paula wasn't going to be here today because she's going to the conference there in Colombia, and I would have put a lot more screenshots of tweets and stuff had I remembered, because there was a lot of people posting about the self custody and other things as well. So, but that's my post, and then of course the normal trivia and Jackbox and different poker. I think better runs throughout the week in the Discord and whatnot. So, yep. Thanks.
Hello.
There you go. I was gonna ask if you wanted
There
it.
he is.
Oh, he's back loud and clear. Okay, we're gonna hop back to your slide. There you go.
Sorry about that. Streaming is an art. So hello everyone. Bat Ambassador update. For me, this is the second time, but for you, it's the first time. So Ambassador Season 5 is kicking off on September the 5th. We had the first potential attaché interview today. They're from Ukraine. They want to host events and do spaces. Basically, they're pretty cool. So they're going to be joining us on the 5th. Aranyaka's joining me for the second one tomorrow. It's good to have other people than me come along to the interviews to see if they're a good fit, because it's not just hanging out with me. Another thing. I've drawn the land in the sand with regards to politics and shilling sus stuff. Booted a few people out, as well as make it clear to new people it's just not allowed. It's like, no, if you're in the program, please don't be like just being an edgelord on X. And like, if it's clearly a scam, you can't be shilling that. All right, cheers. Unrelated to any of this, but my Pelican Decentraland avatar is awaiting review, and so it should be around tomorrow.
Wait, what does that mean?
It means I literally am a pelican in Decentraland.
Oh, okay. You're
3-dimension.
I have a question.
He has his own character.
On our GM team talks, will you still be a dog on a bull, or will you now be a pelican?
No, I haven't reached it. I need to get it. I need to find a rigger to put it like so it moves.
Darn it! I was very hyped.
It's a work in process.
Wow, it's so funny that this pelican is like a bat community joke that has just gone so far. So
He
far.
embraced it.
This all started from a game of Scribble that we played at a holiday party like 3 or 4 years ago. And ever since then, this pelican has just evolved and evolved and evolved. And now you've just fully embodied the pelican.
I am my pelican, and my pelican is me.
Here's the kicker. Also, like right after that, I thought it was so funny to have the pelican, and I was like bullying Adam for the conceiving months afterwards for him to come on a call with me and just draw different birds. So I still have like a collection of different birds that Adam draws. There's like eagles, there's owls, there's pigeons. And in my head, I wanted to do it like into an NFT collection, but nothing ever came out of it. But I made him draw so many other birds, and I still have them. So it's pretty darn funny. All right.
It's
As
actually
always, the fun committee is taking things too far. Okay.
no, it actually is. You know, Batterton's humor actually comes through his drawings. It's actually impressive. His drawings are really bad but really funny, and it just comes out really well in his drawings. It's pretty neat.
To be fair, like,
remember-
you're all going to be struggling to understand me for a while now because I've been back to England. So,
Oh yeah, for a while.
so it's just going to be speaking utter nonsense.
I don't understand your messages sometimes. That's how how hard the Brits come true. Anyhow, not only Mr. Batterton is back, but so is the GM team, happening every Thursday at 2 p.m. GMT +1, 10 a.m. EST. Also helping Mr. Earn to onboard new investors by giving NFTs towards the older investors that have been on the program, as well as merchandise. That's something that I'm already working on. Going to invest a little bit more time on Cardano. There's a task force that I have with Arnyaka and Paula to create some videos for educational content so we can more easily onboard BAT onto that new chain. Organizing new videos to promote features and updates is something that it's also on the works. So it's going to be similar to the things that I was doing priorly with Echo, but this is going to be more towards these new features, updates, and new products that we have on releasing. Thank you very much. That is Guilherme for the week.
Thank you. Love the efficiency, Dustin.
Yeah, that was very fast. Shout out to Guillaume. Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. My name is Godson. I'm gonna try to keep pace with Guillaume with this one. He said I yap too much. I mean, just to begin, let me say we're still working, trying to get the Easter party campaign going, and clearing out the proposal to send a couple of our ambassadors to that event. But in the meantime, in the past week, we were able to support Stan to go to the CoreDAO event. This is an event in the Nairobi campus. Just kind of like a developers, sort of like events, bringing together developers. And shout out to Stan. He's always down to go to an event. He said he was able to, show, everyone, pretty much what, Brave is. So luckily, that's not really a big feat. Everyone already knows what it is, but he was able to, share some more insights on chain rewards, more specifically. So that's nice. Speaking of on chain rewards, I just want to say, the 1 week that I'm not here, we finally launched it. It felt like, I don't know, they were waiting for me to take a week off or something. But
Maybe
congratulations.
maybe leave more often, Godson.
Don't threaten me with a good time. I will take it. But yeah, congratulations to the team for finally getting that out there. Yeah. Next slide, please. So speaking of Stan, I believe Stan is here, and he wants to give one or two sentences about the Guano DAO project. Go ahead, Stan.
All right.
Hi all. It's been a while, and we all can recall the idea of Guano DAO was born in the art of basic attention token, but so we have now launched the DAO. It's called Guano DAO, which is part of basic attention tokens community, BAT community. And as long as you hold Guano and BAT, you are in the cave. And being a cave means that you can vote. And you can vote for event funding rewards to the DGens. Yes, and I would also pass a baton to Dragon and Dave, we've been working closely together. Maybe to say a word.
So you want me to say a few words about that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm the main brain behind the DAO, so maybe that's a better idea. So first of all, hey there, I'm Dragon Dave or Dave. I've been on the community call for a few times. Probably see me doing the weekly Jackbox event. So yeah, hey there. Thanks, Luke. So going to Guano DAO, what is a DAO actually? It's supposed to be a decentralized democratic system of deciding about stuff for a network. Like there are a few networks out there, like Tron Network has a sort of board of directors kind of thing, and they're all democratically voted into the board. And the same system applies to any kind of DAO out there. So if you say a core DAO or any other DAO, it's sort of a democratic system. So if you hold the token the DAO is set up to, you have a voting power. And this enables you to vote on whatever exists and whatever happens next with either funding or project updates or network updates. So whatever you want to do with it. There's even DAOs coming up for like private use. Like if you have a living accommodation, you can set it up privately and then do it off chain or on chain on how to decide like who's doing the dishes next week and stuff like that. I've seen loads of DAOs, but we are our goal on Guano actually was it being a community DAO. So every single big decision coming in from Guano is not or should not be handled by just the three of us, like Drew, Stan, and me, but more of a community effort. Like community decides what we're going to do. Community decides if we're spending money on events or if we're strengthening the basic attention token economy on Solana, which actually is one of our fundamental goals right now because of on-chain, meaning few million coming in now on Solana with their basic attention token, and we just need urgently the liquidity on Solana network, which still is struggling. And this is one of our core efforts that we're having with Guano to strengthen this kind of economy. To enable more liquidity means people that actually get their rewards next month, they will be able to swap it out to whatever they want to, hold it or sell it, whatever they want, but this needs the basic liquidity. And our first DAO was put together in this sort of a backup way. So it's a straw poll and a form on Google, and we're currently deciding on 1,500 basic attention token that we earned so far on what to do with them. I put up 9 preset options and 1 community option. So always community in mind. If the preset options don't suit any of us or the general public or the majority, we can still vote on something else. That's the true essence of a democratic DAO in my case, in my understanding of it. And later on, I'm also trying to actually establish a DAO that is on-chain. So everyone holding Guano, and further on, hopefully also everyone who's holding basic attention token has a say on that with their holdings and not a public vote. But yeah, we'll see. So yeah, that's our effort, and that's what we're trying to do with Guano. So it's a community effort. It's not by Brave, just to be disclaiming that. It's not associated with Brave or basic attention token. It's a community effort. Just so you know, there was some confusions at launch last year. So yeah, thanks for that.
Thank you so much, Dave and Stan. Godson, did you want to add more?
Yeah, no, I was just gonna cut it and say, thank you to everybody and the usual stuff. Have a good day.
Yeah, I just want to jump in and say thanks to Stan and Dragon Dave for putting in a lot of that effort. And with the that roast campaign, that was a lot of fun. It actually, I was not sure how that would turn out. It actually turned out pretty good with some pretty good entries and stuff. And one guy roasted us so hard he got banned by Twitter. But just kidding. I don't think it was why he got suspended. But but he made a video. Like, it was like people put some time and effort into it, so it was cool to see, and I appreciate you guys putting in that time and effort to make it all work and to do all these things that you're doing with Guano and Bat.
Awesome updates on Guano and everything else. Thank you, guys. We'll turn it back over to you, Luke.
Awesome. Great updates. Cool stuff with the Guano DAO stuff. Very cool. We've got a special guest this week too. We've got Christopher from the rewards team to kind of talk about on-chain rewards and take questions from people who might have questions about it. So Chris, how's it going, man? How's the launch last week? It looked like there was a lot of noise and good stuff, but how are you doing?
Good. Thanks. Last week was great. I saw the feedback online, social media, Reddit, Twitter /X, and everyone was just elated that the self-custody option is now available to everybody. So, and I'm so happy too, because I know there are a lot of people who are in Canada, like myself, where Uphold no longer supports BAT in Canada, or actually not just BAT in Canada, but just accounts in Canada. So giving Canadian users a new option to receive rewards is huge. So like it was a perfect timing release, and everyone's super happy. So I'm happy.
I am too, man. Have you guys seen a uptick in people like taking advantage of the like linking the wallets and stuff?
Yes. So there definitely has been a spike in connections, and it's continuing to roll pretty steadily.
Cool. And is this available for unlinked users, or can people that link to custodian cut over to self-custody?
Yeah, so it's only available if you are non-connected. So if you want to switch, we also write this in the blog post. There's some instructions. So if you're already connected to like Uphold or something and you want to use self-custody, you can just press reset in reward settings, and then it'll give you a fresh profile that is not connected, and then you can use that to connect to self-custody. And you won't lose your BAT or anything, or any of your earnings, because basically as you're viewing ads throughout the month, we kind of know how many ads you've seen and how much you should get paid. So in the next payout period, even if you're no longer using a custodian, you'll still receive the payout to your, let's say, Uphold account. And then your BAT also is just stored inside your Uphold account. So even if you reset Brave Rewards, your BAT doesn't get deleted. It's just still inside your Uphold account. So there's basically no downside to switching if you want to.
Awesome. Very cool. Well, I will go ahead and open it up for questions for anybody, because I know we just over the past few questions we had a lot from people. Yeah. Okay, cool. Awesome. Baked beans.
If you've connected an address already, can you change the address, or do you just have to reconnect the whole thing?
Yeah, that's a good question. You should just reset Brave Rewards in that case. So basically, if you have a rewards profile, it has to be like connected to only one payout account or Solana address in its lifetime. And that's kind of like a rule that's just enforced inside the Brave Rewards system. So that's why you need to reset.
For the sake of my sanity, did there used to be the option to change it?
Yes, there used to be, and good memory. So you used to have the ability to, for example, switch from Uphold to Gemini or vice versa. But that is no longer.
No. I meant in a previous version, were you able to change your address?
Oh, I don't think so. I'm quite sure no. You could only ever be connected to one Solana address, and you could not switch your Solana addresses.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
If I might add too, there's actually advantages to people's privacy by us doing it this way. because it makes it so that we can't link your wallet addresses.
Cool. All right.
Yep. Thanks, Kyle.
Welcome, Kyle. How's it going, man?
Going well. Sorry, I'm late.
Hey, no sweat, man. Cool. Any questions? I know people have questions. People had questions last week, and I was like, oh, well, if Chris on next week, talk about these things. Anybody?
Well, if nobody else jumps in, I'll go ahead. Couple of things. So I guess, people need some Solana in their wallet to connect to the self-custody. Is that a, just a fraud kind of thing, or just hey, we don't have to pay as much, to fund everybody's, trading on Solana kind of thing? Like, is it a financial decision or a security decision or what kind of thing?
I think it's kind of many variables. One of it is that, that's just how Solana works. So you need to have a BAT sub account in order to receive BAT. Otherwise, we can't send it to you. And then you might ask, oh, how come you guys don't pay it? And we were during the invite period, actually, to get people on and testing the feature. But of course, if we want to scale, infinitely, then people will have to open the sub accounts themselves. And I mean, at the end of the day, you can always get the SOL back. So let's say you later on, you want to close your BAT sub account. Solana, the network, actually refunds you that SOL. But of course, if you don't have a BAT sub account opened while you're using Brave Rewards, then we can't pay you. So it's important to keep the BAT sub account open, at least while you want to earn.
Yeah. Okay. No, I know. I mean, it makes sense to me. I know there were people that were asking, have their questions about it, which is fine. I mean, obviously, it's not like you can transact and stuff on Solana without any Solana tokens, so it makes sense to me. I guess I just wonder if, like, maybe there's a way that people could stack, but I guess they can't even connect at this point until they have some. I know it's not much that you need either, but it's probably not that big of a deal. But I know people were asking about it.
Yeah, I know there are some, creative ideas, such as you can view a certain amount of ads, and then only after you pass a particular threshold, then you would start receiving payouts, and that threshold would basically correspond to the SOL amount. So those are ideas that are kind of bouncing around, but there are also other considerations there, like how complex is that? Could that be gamed in various ways? So like you were saying, are there kind of security or fraud considerations at play? So it's a pretty complex problem when you actually map it out. So right now, this is kind of the most simple and straightforward solution, and I think most people are fine and happy with it. So
yeah, for sure. No, it's definitely a huge step forward. So appreciate it, and congrats on getting that out. One other question I did have was, some of the countries that it's not available in are, I know some of them, like, the sanctioned countries and stuff like that. But I think that we had some people from like Croatia and Bosnia and stuff asking about it. And are these some of these countries places that it'll get to eventually? It's just not there yet, or is it just they have some kind of issues with doing it there now?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, so like you said, there's obviously the core countries that are comprehensively sanctioned. That's what it's called. That obviously we can't support, like North Korea or something. And then there's kind of like a wider set of countries that kind of sometimes go in and out depending on current guidance about these things. So it's not like just strictly comprehensively sanctioned countries, but other ones where, that are determined kind of risky, or something to deal with based on guidance from, council and so on. So that's where we kind of have like a moving window of how many countries are supported. And we actually have a support article now, the one that kind of lists all the supported regions for the different custodians. We also added a section for Solana, so you can kind of keep an eye on it and see kind of which countries go in and out in that list.
Okay, cool. Appreciate it. I think Dragon Dave had his hand up, so go ahead.
Yeah, Dragon Dave.
I just wanted to add up, if anyone is struggling with getting the funds to connect or create their account, there are other options. Like if you're joining in one of our many events anywhere, any of the hosts are probably, at least I am, willing to send out all the earnings in Solana instead, or open up your account for like taking away a few of your rewards and opening up your account instead for you. There's several ways we can do that. It's not just limited to, hey, you knew and buy basic attention token somewhere. Just join an event, win and earn, and you have your own account. So there's other ways.
I was going to say, if you send someone BAT, I do believe that you open the account out of your own Solana.
Yes, the sender pays the account fee. That's also a valid thing, because if I'm sending out BAT rewards to someone that has not yet had any BAT accounts on their Solana, I am paying them the account fee. Yes, I am doing that. But at some point, I also have to think economically and maybe eventually think about not doing that anymore. But so far, I haven't done this yet. So anyone who wins BAT during my streams, at least, or doing any events like Dave's events, and I think poker also, if you have no account yet, and if you win basic attention token, you basically get a free account.
Sweet. That's fantastic. Anybody else have a question? Oh, C-Ray's in the chat. How's it going, C-Ray?
I think Baked Beans made a good comment there, which is that sometimes there's like a withdrawal fee from a custodian. So like the little amount that you pay in Sol to open a BAT sub account, I think is much less than these withdrawal fees in the past.
Yeah,
So,
definitely. Definitely.
Especially with uphold fees, they're insane.
I think the problem is, though, that you're putting the problem at the start rather than the end.
Well, but it's a problem at any point in the process, because you want to do anything on chain, you're going to have Sol anyway, right?
Yeah.
Like even if you wanted to swap BAT for Sol to pay for fees, it would still.
Yeah,
you
you're
still
gonna
have
get
Sol,
Sol,
right?
But it is a hindrance on onboarding people who are never had Web3 connections before, and then they have to have this account, and they have to somehow get 17 cents worth or 18 cents worth of Solana to open up the BAT account. It's not a lot.
There's no shortage of friction in the crypto onboarding process, including pass phrases and or seed phrases and all sorts of other things. But yeah, I totally know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, but partly why this is probably exactly why it doesn't exist as well, was I was hoping to get a little bit of BAT and enough Sol to do a transaction with no KYC, so I could do that on 10 different computers, run it up turbo, and then buy my NFTs off myself for a very large price.
We all can have hope, pattern. We all can have hope.
This is exactly what Dan said when he was talking about shady stuff in on-chain rewards. We finally found a case.
Reported.
I don't know who was up first, if it was Godson or C-Ray. So I'm gonna let you guys roll the dice on who goes next.
I'm faster, I think. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I beat him in the foot race. So this is just a question, because I've been hearing BAT account, BAT sub account, and so on and so forth. I mean, we're talking about like a regular Solana account, right? Like a regular private public key account. We're not doing anything more special than that, right?
Yeah, essentially. One difference though with Solana is that you can think of your Solana address as like kind of a master account, and then inside it you have all these sub accounts that are associated with specific tokens. And so on Solana you need to have a specific like BAT sub account in order to use BAT. It's just like part of the architecture of Solana. That's kind of different from Ethereum.
I think a simpler solution to explaining it is you have this bank account, so like you have your home bank, and then in your bank account you have a savings account, you have a deposit account, you have a whatever account. Those are those kind of sub accounts, your token accounts. But you have your bank account and then your sub accounts. And
Yeah,
every
but-
single token lives on that sub account, its own single account. And you need to open that account to accept or to receive any kind of token.
But practically, with someone can just link their Solana wallet on like a Phantom or something. They don't need to do anything special, right?
They can link any kind of Solana account, but they need to have a BAT account. Yeah,
Or Solana to create the account. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. So during the connection flow, we basically try to detect whether or not you already have a BAT sub account. And if you don't, we basically prompt you to create one, and you just need like a tiny bit of Sol to press next, and it's pretty easy.
Okay. I'm gonna nod and yeah. So yes. Thank you.
Cool. C-Ray.
So my microphone's acting up. Hopefully it'll be good. So the two questions I had on rewards, currently we still have it where you have to link the account. And if you're on chain, that means you have to somehow have your wallet over because we still don't have that synced or anything. So you'd have to like restore it with seed phrase. But my understanding is Android still does not let you use any external like Phantom or anything. You can only use Brave Wallet. Desktop will allow you to use any Solana address as long as you can sign for it. Is there anything we're looking at to maybe have those rewards like linked to a certain account or profile? That way, even if they're on Android, it still can be sent to like something that they've already signed for, like to Phantom or whatever.
Yeah, that's a really good. That's a really good comment, actually. There are some ideas about kind of connecting Android to desktop in that kind of way. It's also something we're exploring for iOS to kind of get it back into the loop with regard to earning. But yeah, currently we don't have anything like that. But it is a good solution to kind of get around the non-Brave wallet, external wallet problem. So yeah, I'll definitely think about that with the team. Always with anything that kind of syncs things together or connects things together, especially with rewards and like related to ads. There's a lot of privacy. There are a lot of privacy concerns that you need to think about because we don't want to be able to de-anonymize you by like looking at different profiles you have or something like that. So that's kind of the caveat that I would put there, but that's a good suggestion. Yeah.
Right. You can always export your Solana account to your phone's Brave wallet account, right? So if you have a, let's say, Phantom account, you can always export the Solana Phantom into your phone's Brave wallet Solana and import it there. So you can still use the same wallet. Or, yeah, the issue is also that if you're using Android, for example, and you have your Phantom wallet as an app on the Android, linking that with your Brave browser, it's not that easy. Apparently, they have some issues with then opening up the Phantom wallet in behind. That needs your phone to be able to use multiple apps at the same time, which is not yet a thing, but it's coming in hard. So maybe in the future.
Yeah, thanks. That's a good summary.
Could you not just use your passphrase or whatever? Your seed phrase?
Yeah, that's the export thing I was mentioning. You can export your Phantom account into your phone's Brave wallet account. Then you still have it's still technically using the same account, but just for the different app.
Different wallet. Yeah.
I think if you're having issues with doing them both at the same time, you can just uninstall Phantom maybe, and then just have the proceed phrase in Brave while you're doing it, and then uninstall that and then reinstall Brave into Phantom.
Like maybe you mean like it defaults to the app or something. So is that kind of maybe what the issue is? Or,
I have both, but Brave just takes the Brave wallet on the phone.
Wow.
It just ignores any other app, so there's no issue with that.
Oh, good.
All right. And then, yeah, I mean, we had that. I know if we did have it sync across, I guess we would have to change how rewards is done, because right now it treats every profile or device as it's completely separate. So their view limits don't kind of add up. Where I'm guessing if we linked it together, the view limits would count for all devices then, or I don't know how that would go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Chris, you want me to take that?
Yeah, go for it, Kyle.
I honestly, I haven't thought much about the privacy impacts of that. So I think that'll be the biggest question, because what you're going to do is you're going to make it possible to correlate device usage based upon number of ads viewed. And so basically that amount of information alone, plus the views, the ads themselves that are being confirmed, may be enough information for us to be able to link, and we don't want that information. It undermines the entire system as a whole. So we're probably going to have to get creative here to make that work. I think it's simpler if we keep these things isolated. And as you guys were talking about this, I was just thinking it'd be nice if we just added the Wallet Connect modal into the DApp, so that people can use other wallets directly in there. And I think that might be a simpler solution for us to expand Android without having to do any sort of sync capability. So that's something I can talk with Doug about and see if it's something simple for us to do.
Yeah, we actually had the mobile wallet adapter option. That's what I saw recently, but we removed it because it seems like it doesn't work correctly because of the way the linking protocol works. Like when you switch contexts on mobile, like it breaks the, like some part of the protocol breaks. And so because it's not like sufficiently reliable, we removed it for now, but maybe there is a way to get it working reliably.
Yeah. There's probably a way. I remember we weren't able to update that one because there was some sort of dependency tree issue. So it may have just been because we weren't updated enough that was also, there's a breaking change on the minor patches and stuff, but there's probably a way around this without needing to sync on it. Just thinking through kind of how most dApps work within the browser today, using like Wallet Connect and their kind of like protocol instead. And they've added Solana now just recently too. So in that case, we could connect to basically any wallet they already support on mobile. So that's one potential option.
Hi, Chris. I have a question. My question is, by using a VPN like the Brave VPN, will it increase the rates of rewards?
Well, different regions get different ads, and some regions their catalogs are more saturated. In other words, have more ads than others. However, if you're using a VPN to try to lie about your location to get more ads, I just want to note that is against the terms of service. So you may get banned if you try that.
Like, how does it know, like, if you're just trying to gain the ads versus just using a VPN, or, you know what I mean? Like, is there a way of, differentiating that?
Yeah, even if there were, I probably wouldn't say it on a public call like this.
Where do you put the keys to the bank?
Yeah. Well, I guess
they
is that possible? You know what I mean?
Which country has the best ad rates, if you don't mind? Yeah.
Well, the US, I think, is the one with the most ads. You can actually see it on brave.com/transparency, and there's a number next to each country with how many ads that are currently running there. And I believe Samsung also has a website that kind of lists all the available ads per region. at a given time.
Sweet. Any other questions from folks? We got 5 minutes on the clock.
I've got one. It's not related to rewards, but it's related to KYC stuff. Have you guys heard about ZK P2P?
No, tell us about it.
It's a way to basically on-ramp or off-ramp without KYC, using zero-knowledge proofs and Wise and Revolut and stuff like that. So I'd be curious to hear what people think of that as a way to onboard themselves to get SOL without KYC.
Yeah, tell us more.
So if I can I'll drop a link here. It's a very ingenious protocol.
I definitely think
go
people
play
would
around
be
with it.
interested in checking it out. Sure.
Yeah. There's not much liquidity with it yet, but I'm curious to hear what kind of lead users think of this, because it's some ideas I've been exploring with things that we can do within wallet and rewards to try and help create like a more private experience. So I'm just kind of curious what people think about it.
Is that kind of like privacy pools?
No, so this is just the on-ramp flow, and then privacy
okay.
pools is the ability to transact. So you could essentially onboard in the same way that we have like Ramp today, or the different on-ramp providers for the buy button. You could use this as an alternative for that buy button. And then you could transact completely privately using privacy pools or Railgun to be able to transact then. And then I believe you can also off-ramp using that same protocol.
Nice. Awesome.
I don't know the legality aspects of it. I think the best explanation of this is that you need Wise or Revolut or Zelle or any of these other like KYC protocols that you're not actually KYCing because they're a bank. And so the way it works under the hood is you're connecting to an extension that has ZK DLS built into it. And then you're generating a zero knowledge proof that you've sent funds on Wise, and you're submitting that to the smart contract, which has the funds sitting in escrow. And then once it receives that zero knowledge proof that you've sent it over Wise, it will transfer the money to your account. So in that way, yeah, go ahead.
That I know. I'm just very interested on the legality of it due to the MiGA legislation. But to me, this is the way that it should have been. That's why I'm so interested right now in Midnight.
Yeah. I think there's ways to argue it, but like I'm not a lawyer. And I don't know if a lawyer would buy into this concept that because I'm KYC'd already through my bank, that this is satisfactory in the same way that, I don't need a KYC when I make a purchase for a coffee.
The EU would probably have more of an issue with anti-laundry efforts they're using right now. So that's the main reason why we even have KYC on most of the exchanges and stuff.
I'm going to look into it. I have some contacts within the EU, and I will let you know, potentially here next week. And I'll message you directly, Kyle.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I mean, I'm just interested in exploring it and stuff like that. I think it's a really cool thing that offers some great privacy guarantees, and kind of reduces the friction, but also does it in a legally compliant way because you need actual bank accounts to be able to do it. So you're already being KYC'd by the banks themselves.
C-Ray, you got a hand up.
Yeah, so I know there was two things. One, I still was trying to ask about Pay with BAT when we're looking at getting that. But while Chris was here, I also wanted to ask, do we have an ETA on the next phase of, God, I hate when the new part of rewards, the partner offers and stuff, the offer wall. Like, when will we start seeing anything where we are going to be able to get BAT directly? Right now, it's just like it's referring us to outside partners only. Sorry, did that come through this headset? I got to buy a new one.
That's okay.
Yeah. Luke, did you have anything you want to
go
share
ahead.
about?
I mean, if you have an answer, I can follow on too.
Yeah, I'm not doing the Pay with BAT stuff myself personally, so I can't answer on that. On the offer wall stuff, yeah, I'm basically laying the groundwork for things like that. So right now, I'm kind of just working on what I consider like infrastructure for kind of like more interesting experiences than just linking out to an external partner. So, for example, like if an ad notification shows up, it could link to something inside the offer wall that is kind of more dynamic. So that's kind of what I'm working on right now. And in terms of like the actual offers and stuff, maybe I don't know if Luke, you had something there you want.
So, two things, like with Pay with Bat, we are getting a partner on. Like we had a partner and then ran into some compliance issues, then some back and forth with lawyers that want to be lawyers about everything. And so we are working on getting another partner in there to cover it. That's one of those things where what Kyle's talking about is super interesting too, because it might open up some additional opportunities there. Second, the offer. So we're adding some more partners, and we've been engaging with a few on additional offers we can bring in through partners for the additional earnings off of that. We're still work in progress. So that's the updates I have on that right now.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Cool. And we are a minute over. The lawyers are the lawyers, no doubt. The biggest benefactor to any bull or bear market are lawyers and accountants. And on that note, I'm going to sign off. It's been a great conversation. Thank you, Chris and Kyle, both for dropping by this week. We will be back in 1 week, same bat time, same bat channel. Until then, have a great week and see you all online. Take care.
Bye, guys. Thanks.
Bye.
See ya.
Thanks, everybody.
Love ya.